If you've clicked on this video, I'm guessing you're probably a highly sensitive person as well, or at least you've noticed that you feel things more intensely than the people around you. What I can guarantee you is being sensitive is not shameful, it's not weakness, it's simply that we experience life with the volume turned up. So when I feel overwhelmed by human being and the society, I go to a place that can hold all of me, place that speak to my sense instead of overwhelming them, place where my sensitivity feels natural instead of too much. The weather that day was surprisingly beautiful. It was cold but bright. I'm so glad that I went there. I've known I was sensitive since I was very young, and for a long time I fought against it. You've probably been through that as well, like wishing you could just toughen up, wondering why you react so deeply when others don't. But after all these years, what I do is, instead of sitting there and running through the mental loop and trying to find the answer, I sat there looking over the ocean. I amplify my sense to feel the subtle difference between the shades of blue. I active my imagination under the light breaking through the cloud. Everything was alive. I definitely had my moment there, and I was not analyzing my sensitivity. I just using my sensitivities on something that actually deserved it, simply letting myself feel. As the sun started to set, I let myself getting ready to turn into everything. The colors, the breeze, the sound of the waves. I let my body kissed by the golden sunset. I watched people walking in that glow and wondered if they felt even a fraction of what I was feeling. I was taking in whatever I could feel as much as possible, as like I was taking the energy from the nature. And when all my sense was amplified, something unspoken clicked into place. Somewhere in that moment, I took a long breath. I know that's when all the sense fell into place. I felt relieved and right. And look at this half-classic UK dining blue sky and half-golden sunset sky. How could you not love it? When you know how to treat their thoughts, emotions, frustrations, put them where they belong to, here comes the deep relaxation. It was definitely a therapy session. Later, I took an evening walk alongside the coast. The sea becomes intimidating when it gets dark. The waves sound harsher, like they're coming straight at you. But when I look up, the moon is just there. It was so romantic and calm. My whole chest felt full. So find that place, go somewhere that meets your sensitivity instead of fighting it. Sensitivities are never the problem. Let's get back to London. I recently discovered this gallery, a place I kept seeing in other people's video, and it didn't let me down. And I guess this is one of the reasons I love about London. If you're sensitive, picky, and easily moved by beauty, London always has something to offer. I didn't know much about Danielle McKinney before going. Her works were smaller than I expected, but they hit harder than I thought they would. Sensitive people often gravitate toward art. It makes sense though. You can resonate with when an artist has poured their inner world onto a canvas. What surprised me the most was how comforting it felt. The women in the paintings, they're confident, they're calm and self-content, almost felt like they were reaching out and holding my hand. The message behind them is so important for people like me. It has this way of reminding you that you are not the only one who feels deeply. Someone else has already carried that emotion and translated into all the forms of art. It made me want to express my own sensitivity more in my life and work instead of hiding it. So let someone else's creativity steadies you. Embrace the art that makes your feeling feel normal, even powerful. Let yourself be moved. Let yourself be inspired. After letting my mind wander, I need a way to quiet it. When the inner voice will not shut up, I distracted by grounding myself in small rituals. I spent a slow morning at home with myself. No rushing, no pressure, no trying to fix anything. Just creating a bit of distance from the outside world so my thoughts finally have space to settle. I make a cup of coffee slowly and patiently. Then I made a seasonal fig and Greek yogurt bowl. It's very simple and fresh and comforting. I take my time with it while reading Vogue. Fashion and food pull me out of my head and back into something physical. And the farthest way for me to quiet my brain probably is go straight into my sense, usually through food. Something warm, simple, and grounding. I cook it, smell it, and taste it. It's stay-in season, so I was cooking a Japanese yam, wild mushroom, and pork rib broth. That fills the room with steam and makes my stomach feel so full. It pulls me out of my thoughts and back into my body every single time. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I will see you in the next one.